There we go. Let's have a look. So start key. I've just noticed something on all my freaking. I don't want to do that. Thank you very much. Should be able to continue, it should be there. I swear it's still not high enough. Let's try that. There we go. Okay, left where I left off
Robert
last time.
passed away soon after Will was born. I've lived alone since then. It felt tolerable being by myself, until that new distance. It's a terrible thing, to feel detached from your own family. I know I'm from a different generation with different values, but I don't think they're all wrong. I wasn't prepared to accept that Will wasn't going to talk to me anymore. You can't accept it, really, when you see someone you love putting their future at risk. All these free ideas about people choosing their own way to live. He would understand later. But how much later? What damage might he do to his life before he saw that you need to fit in to get along? I didn't know what to expect that Christmas. I just wanted us to all be close again. But I was nervous. Doing Christmas by yourself takes a lot of work, but I like to keep busy. I remember a Christmas after Will had gone to university, but we were all coming back together for the holiday. I tried to keep in touch with friends. Of course, there was no email or that sort of thing back then. There's nothing like a real letter now, though. I wanted the house to look perfect. Will was going to bring a girlfriend, Sarah, and I wanted her to get the right impression. My family arrived just as the Christmas lunch was ready. It was perfect timing. I was very worried about seeing Will. I wanted him to understand that when we disagreed, I didn't mean anything against him personally. I just wanted to keep him safe. Sarah was lovely, of course. She was a bit shy back then, I think. We talked about her university courses. She really had no reason to be nervous. James is like his father, really. A wonderful boy. But I do wish he would apply himself more. I mentioned that Sharon took Will away for 3 years to America once, didn't I? Yes, I think I did. He was only 10. I missed so many important years. Will was growing up to be such a fine man. He doted on Sarah.
Thanks. No, this freaking...
It filled me with pride and hope to see him that day. He was becoming the man I had hoped he would be. Sarah seemed like such a lovely match for him. He would have a happy, normal life.
Life.
But that was the last time I saw her.
I'm sure I clicked everything. Yeah. Look, I'm everyone that's watching me on the stream. Just sit back and just watch, really. That's all you have to do. Obviously, if you don't know what's happening in this, basically, if you watch my other one from last night, you'll get the drift of it, more or less, this game.
The next summer, I went to visit Will at university. I always like to arrive on time. It's just polite. So I had left plenty of time for the drive down to see him. I arrived early and decided to have a look at the campus. It was my first time there and the buildings looked lovely. Young people were everywhere, full of life and excitement before the summer break. I hoped I might see Sarah among all the beautiful girls. University wasn't a normal option for people in my time, and I never went. A solid education helps to improve a person. At first, I saw Will from a short distance before he saw me, and I couldn't make out what he was doing. Then I saw that he was holding hands with a man. And then, right out in front of everyone, they kissed. He went and did that after everything I had tried to teach him. I knew that all those liberal views would get him in trouble. I left right away. I didn't know what to say to him. I just couldn't think of anything. Will didn't see me. What was I supposed to do? Act like everything was going to be okay for him? He was so young to be doing that kind of thing, with his whole life ahead. Suddenly, the university seemed ugly, obscene. All that sense of entitlement, but no appreciation. All those petty children doing whatever they wanted, ignoring the responsibility of the freedoms my generation got for them. I could barely stay civil with anyone there. He had made me furious. He was putting himself in danger after everything I had done for him. That sort of thing. It all just feels wrong to me. Sorry, but that's just the way I feel about this.
There we go.
I barely saw Will for the next few years. I couldn't bring myself to talk to him. I suppose it was silly of me. He had gone travelling after university, and I stayed at my house. Being alone in the house by yourself. I said my husband Robert died when Will was young, didn't I? Being alone can make you live in the past. You watch the world change without you. I had such hopes for Will, and all the things that he would be when he was a man. I don't know if he knew how much I loved him when he was growing up. He's still that tiny, playful little boy, I think. But life was on. I was working in the garden. Things go wild if you leave them too long. Will would occasionally send me a postcard from somewhere foreign on his travel. I was still angry at him, but I worried too. He was just off somewhere, before the travel writing became his job.
Guys, I'm just checking these messages I'm getting. Oh, okay, someone's just got their Twitch updating. Sorry about this, guys. There we go. Well, that's okay. I've just noticed something there. That's it never went onto its little Xbox thing, or whatever it usually does when you put messages up. Oh, well, we'll be doing a game called Among. Oh, I can't remember what it's freaking called now. But another new game after this one. Oh. Among the Sleep, that's it.
Of all the damn things, I twisted my ankle when I was going to answer it. I lay there feeling like a complete idiot. I couldn't do a thing. The doorbell went again, but it was too much to move. I called help.
Let me just
I
take
heard
out that
footsteps around the side of the house.
game. Go.
Will had come to after coming back from travelling.
Take out that as well. That might be another problem. There we go. Oof.
I'd ignored him for so long. I never made the effort to reach to him, but he never gave up on me.
It's okay.
He looked after me anyway. Inside the man I could see for the first time the same kind I knew before. I don't claim that I'll ever fully be able to approve of some things.
Let's get you inside.
I didn't teach him to forgive, but thank goodness he learnt that by himself. I'd been so distracted by just one part of him. I didn't see that he was the best sort of man possible. Kind, strong, and loving. He was even kind to a fool like me. I'll never forget that.
For anyone watching, I'm trying to not talk as much because then I guess it will ruin the whole atmosphere of this game. Wait, are you watching? Ah.
I know Grandma loves me, and I think she's learning she has to trust me. She can see I'm in love with Harry, truly in love, and that this makes me happy. I think she's learning to start from there, growing to see the world through that lens.
Yeah, make sure you change that, by the way, guys. If anyone was wanting to know there's a hidden achievement, that's the one. Did I miss anything out? No, okay.
You've got to take responsibility for your life. That's what Grandma taught me. I can't keep fighting for some life of adventure that I don't know even exists. This life, right here, is an adventure. Opening my heart feels dangerous and exciting. I want to always feel this way. And with Harry, I think I will. Marriage is the right choice. I've held back too long with him, thinking about what would change. but that's meaningless, really. I know I want him in my life forever. We could start a family. Actually, that's not a bad idea. One thing at a time, though. Hey? He's never said he wants this, as such. A family together. I think I'd like that. This is gonna be a big day. Car keys? Forth into the undiscovered country. I love you. Have a good day. It's easy to forget to appreciate the small things. I think I've done that too much. I need to take the time to look at what's right in front of me. I've got to get out of the habit of ignoring the small miracles in life. I only seem to pay attention when something is wrong, not when it's right. Even an elevator is a minor miracle. Someone invented this. I know consciously that there was a time when this technology didn't exist. It's just so hard to see beyond the present. I'm going to tell him how I feel. It feels like I drifted into these routines. Some routine is good, sure. Other patterns, they're just habits with no meaning. I can't believe how lucky I've been, and I took it for granted. Living carefree has been good, but it's not going anywhere. It's time to take control. I can't think how often we chatted there, talking late into the night. We used to walk in the park together. We should do more of that. I'm happy with him. I have to be sure he knows that.
Sunday was always our day together. We worked
Yes,
too
it
much during
was.
the week to see each other often. So on Sundays, we would go to feed the ducks.
Sorry, I'm not
I
talking
wish
that
we
much.
hadn't
I'm just
worked
letting
so
everyone
hard.
listen rather than hear me.
It was the end of the summer, but we went there even in the winter. It was out in the open. We felt free there. It was our place to be together. This whole place makes me think of him. He loved ducks. They always made him smile. It was something in the way they walked. And then one day, he was gone. I don't know yet whose fault the crash was, but he was driving. He was alive in the ambulance. But they say he never woke up. I think I prefer it that way. He was dead by the time I got to the hospital. Everything here reminds me of him. I need to clear it all away.
Takes a while clicking all these buttons just to get rid of everything.
These things, these reminders of our time together. I never thought I'd be here, wanting them gone. Such a small thing. A week after the crash, I was calm. Then I saw his toothbrush and knew I had to throw it away. And wept. Collapsed on the floor of the bathroom. Sometimes he would read to me at night. I would lie with my eyes closed, just listening to the sound of his voice. Feeling my breathing slow, knowing he was beside me. When friends come to visit me, they speak to me in a quiet voice, as if a loud sound might startle me. They ask about the missing objects. I say, I'm going for a minimalist look. They nod and give me a strange smile, but I know they don't believe me. They know the reminders hurt too much.
After this stream, I shall be loading up another game called Among the Sleep. So if anyone wants to watch me on that too, I shall obviously have to switch games, so it will stop this stream for a little bit. So
I've been walking more since he died. I've been trying to get away from the memories to find something new. But everywhere I go, I see things that make me think of him. The car was barely damaged in the accident. It was just a knock. Twisting his neck the wrong way. The insurers asked if I wanted to repair the car. But I couldn't speak to answer. When you have a table for one, do they remove the other seat? Or just leave it there? He once told me that you could judge how much money there is in an area by the state of the street lamps. Something about the style and the freshness of the paint. I don't remember. I decided to stay inside more. Keep to the inside. I can control what's in here. But even at work there are reminders. I need this space to be clear, so I can be free. Get rid of all these things. I'll get new things, things that I didn't use with him. He'd want me to be happy, but I can't be. Not living like this. I just don't know. I don't know how I feel or how to feel. There's something cold inside my chest, pulling me down. We had the rest of our lives. I had his life, but he won't have mine. I don't understand any of this. I'm nearly there. It's all gone. He's gone. But he's not. I can't get rid of him. Why won't he leave me alone? I'm different now. He changed me. I feel the space he's left inside me. But it's okay. It's his shape. That's going to be part of me that I carry forever. Denying that would be killing him again. I can live. It's okay to do that. And be happy again someday soon. Eventually. Happy I knew him. One short life together. That was all we got. I wouldn't swap this feeling for anything, if it meant I had to lose the memory of his love too. He would laugh at me now, crying over silly things, and hug me too, and hold me. I wish he could hold me again. I can still hear his voice reading his favourite books to me as I drifted off to sleep.
I think that's everything. Or is it not? But I'm missing one thing.
I don't know if this world is all there is, but the time with him meant something. It was special to me. That time will never happen again.
I'll never forget him. He reached out to me when I had pushed him away. When he was small, I'd looked after him. But in the end, he looked after me when I needed him. Everything was changing fast. He was changing too, becoming mature. He often visited over the years. He showed me a whole world I had never seen before.
Okay, so this is the mouse.
And then you came to see me. And then you told me what had happened.
It's one of those strange things. I had just been thinking about Will. We met up again after uni. There was a reason we got together to begin with. We just got on really well. We became friends again when he got the travel writing job for that London agency. He talked about his job, his family. He often spoke about you both. He told me how happy he was. And then you called me. Hello? He was happy at the end.
He loved you both so much. I keep on thinking I see him, or feeling like he's just sitting reading in the next room. It's silly, really. I couldn't understand how life could be so cruel, taking him away. But life wasn't cruel. Life gave him to us to begin with, even with so few moments. We could love him. We always will. After we had talked, I went back to the park, to the place where Will and I had spent so much time together. I had so many more fragments of his life that I had never known. I felt at peace. It helped, talking with others. Will was gone, but I wasn't alone. They carry him with them too. I just needed to let myself see that. Life isn't a planned event. It's just a journey. And some travelers only stay with us for a little while. I don't know if I'll love like that ever again. But to have felt it once, and to know that love is real, that's enough for me.
There you go, guys. In all honesty, I thought this was a good little game. Like, it's something, if you're not too, or if you've got some time on your hands, it's just like something to just listen to and stuff while you're playing, more or less. Okay, let me just set up the next game, which is Among the Sleep, which I've not actually played yet. I've had it like in my game things for like 2 days now. I've not even played it. So let me just switch. Just stay on the channel, and it'll more or less likely load itself back up in a moment.